Good morning, student. Today we are going to start chapter number 4, materials, metals and non-metals. This is very long chapter and very important also. Why important? Because the concepts which are given in this chapter will be useful in your future or higher classes. So, you just read the lesson thoroughly, and whatever point I am going to deal here, you have to listen with full concentration. So, first of all, metals, any materials that we are going to observe in our day to day life, like iron, aluminium, or copper. First of all, what we are going through their appearance or hardness. So, let us observe some of the material. For example, iron, coal, sulfur, aluminium, copper, or anything you want to take, you can take. So, first of all, you just observe the appearance. Appearance means it can be shiny, means it can have some luster, or it can be dull, means no luster. So accordingly you have to categorize the material into these two categories. And then what you have to do, you have to see the hardness, whether it is very hard, not very hard, or it is very soft, that you have to see. So accordingly, when you see this, you will come to know that iron is shiny, it has some metallic luster, it's having very hard appearances, it's very hard. Then coal, it is very dull, it is not very hard. Then sulfur, it is also dull, it is also not very hard. Aluminium, shiny, it's hard. Copper is also shiny, it's also hard. Silver is shiny, it's not very hard. And gold is shiny, but it is very hard. So when you come to see this material, you can easily identify their physical properties, and accordingly they are categorized into metals and non-metals. So you have already learned about this, ki what are metals and what are non-metals. So let us see their properties one by one. So first property that we are going to see is the malleability. Okay, so what is malleability? Malleability is the property of a metal by which they can be beaten into thin sheets, is called malleability. Okay, so malleability means we can make a thin sheet of the metal, then we can say that it is the metal. So for this we are going to perform an activity. This activity in which we are going to take some material. The materials can be iron nail, coal piece, aluminium wire and pencil lead. Okay, you just take all these objects, and when they are beaten through by a hammer, then you have to observe what is going to happen. Okay, so you will experience that iron nail, when you apply hammer on iron nail, then the shape of the iron nail and aluminium wire changes on beating. If they were beaten harder, they could be changed into sheets, but the coal piece and the pencil lead did not show this property. They broke down on beating. So what is your observation? We observed that, or we concluded that iron nail and aluminium wire are malleable, but the coal and the pencil lead, they are not malleable. So this is the first property of metal, ki it is malleable. Second property that we are going to see is the conductivity. For this you can have this experiment. Then experiment we have already performed in class 7. For this we have to take one cell, you have to take one bulb, you can also put one switch here, and when this wire is touched to an iron nail, then what will happen? The bulb will glow. Okay, so what this activity shows? This activity shows that iron nail is the good conductor of electricity. And iron nail is what? It is a metal. So what we can conclude? That metals are good conductor of electricity. Not only electricity, they are the good conductor of heat, because whenever we are heating any metallic substances, it gets heated. So this is the another property, that metals are the good conductor of electricity as well as heat. The next property that we are going to see is another very important property. What is this? This is the ductility, the property of metal by which it can be drawn into wires. That means you can stretch this metal to form a wire. So this property is known as ductility. This property is known as ductility. So these are shown by the metals only. Okay, so you have already seen aluminum wire, copper wire, iron wire in our day-to-day life. So it is already seen by us. So second property was ductility. Third property was ductility. Now we are going to see the next property. What can be the another property? The metals are sonorous. Sonorous means what? They make a ringing sound when we strike them. Have you heard the bell of your school? Have you heard the bell when we beat one metal to another metal? So all these properties shows that metals are sonorous. But non-metals, they are not sonorous. They are not making any sound. And another that we have already discussed, that they are lustrous and they are hard. So all these properties belong to metals. What are the properties? Let us revise once again. The first property was metals are malleable. Second, they have conductivity, they have ductility, they are sonorous, and next property, they are lustrous as well as hard. Okay, so I think you are all familiar with this term. So let us go to another part of this chapter, that is the chemical property. This is going to be very important and little bit harder than this property. So before that, you must note down this point, that metals are harder, lustrous, malleable, sonorous, good conductor of heat and electricity. So can you name some examples? Can you name some metals? They are iron, copper, aluminium, calcium, magnesium. And can you name some non-metals? Yes. What can be the non-metals? They can be carbon. Carbon is the name of a non-metal. Nitrogen. Nitrogen gas you can take. Nitrogen is also a non-metal. Oxygen. Phosphorus. Sulfur. Carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, and any gas. Neon gas, helium gas, hydrogen gas. They all are non-metals because they do not have such properties. So I think all these points are clear to you. We will meet in the next part of this chapter. Thank you very much.